Welcome to a land where golden grasses stretch beyond the horizon and where the sky is painted in vibrant hues. This is Kenya, a country of breathtaking beauty. From the vast savannas of Maasai Mara to the misty heights of Mount Kenya, this land is a symphony of contrasts and diverse ecosystems. Here, the Great Rift Valley cuts through rolling hills and volcanic landscapes, swampy areas, grasslands, spectacular lakes, dense forests, and high moorlands. With over 50 national parks and reserves, Kenya is a leading safari destination, home to some of the planet's most majestic creatures. Lions prowling in the golden dusk, herds of elephants marching through the endless plains, cheetahs sleeping in the tall grasses, and rhinos standing like ancient sentinels against the backdrop of the wild. Kenya's beauty is not only found in its wildlife, it whispers in the waves of the Indian Ocean and sings in the voices of the Maasai people, guardians of the land, whose traditions are woven into the fabric of Kenya's soul. Join me as we explore Kenya's most breathtaking national parks. In this video, I'm going to take you deep into Tsavo West, where the red earth meets crystal clear springs and ancient lava flows. We will witness the majestic elephant herds of Amboseli, the legendary home of the African elephant. I am taking you on a boat ride on the stunning Lake Naivasha. We'll visit Lake Nakuru National Park, where millions of flamingos gather on the shores and herds of rhinos roam freely across the landscape. No safari is complete without a visit to Maasai Mara, Kenya's most famous national park and one of Africa's greatest wildlife sanctuaries. We are going to end our journey in Nairobi, Kenya's vibrant capital. Whether you're looking for information to plan your own trip or want to learn more about this beautiful country, this video is for you. Our adventure starts in Tsavo West. Named after the magnificent Tsavo River, Tsavo is among the oldest parks in Kenya and is known as the land of lava, springs, man-eaters, and magical sunsets. The man-eaters part of the nickname comes from the famous man-eating lions that killed hundreds of people during the construction of the railway line during the colonial era. Spanning vast landscapes, the park is divided into Tsavo East and Tsavo West. The portion of the park we're going to visit, Tsavo West, is the second largest national park in Kenya, covering over 9,000 square kilometers, or over 3,400 square miles. Tsavo West is considered more photogenic than Tsavo East. Its rugged mountainous areas, sweeping savannas, and acacia-dotted plains are interspersed with woodlands, rocky ridges, scrublands, and lush riverine vegetation. This breathtaking scenery makes Tsavo West a gorgeous safari destination. The African Big Five can all be found here, although we didn't have the chance to see them all. Tsavo West also hosts 400 bird species. Including the iconic secretary bird. The park is home to several natural wonders, like the Mzima Springs. Every day, over 180 million liters of crystal clear water emerges from underground streams beneath ancient lava rocks, forming a series of sparkling pools. This oasis originates in the Chulu Hills, where volcanic lava rocks absorb rainwater that gradually filters through the earth over many years. Eventually, the water re-emerges at Mzima Springs, kilometers away, creating a lush sanctuary in the heart of the park. We enjoyed a lovely nature walk to the springs, guided by armed rangers to ensure our safety in the presence of wildlife. At the spring source, we had the opportunity to step into a small submerged observatory. A population of hippos and Nile crocodiles reside in these crystal clear waters, reigning at the top of this self-sustaining ecosystem. As we explored the area, a few vervet monkeys hung around the trees surrounding the springs. Another unique landscape in Tsavo West are the Shetani lava flows. Shetani means devil in Swahili. Formed just a few hundred years ago, these dramatic lava fields sparked fear among the locals, who believed the devil himself had emerged from the earth. This vast sheet of black lava stretches for 50 square kilometers across the savanna, reaching the foot of the Chulu Hills, creating a striking contrast against the surrounding landscape. For a bird's-eye view of the lava flows, we headed to the Chaimo lava hill. Climbing the hill can be a bit tricky, with slippery lava rocks shifting beneath your feet as you make your way up. However, the spectacular views from the top overlooking the lava fields make the climb well worth it. Another beautiful viewpoint is Poacher's Lookout, a hill at the center of Tsavo West that gives you a 360-degree views of the park. Named for its history of being used by poachers to spot wildlife, this viewpoint is a peaceful place perfect for a picnic lunch. We also visited Ngulio Sanctuary, a dedicated refuge for the endangered black rhinos in Tsavo West. The sanctuary is home to a growing population of rhinos, of which, unfortunately, we did not see a single one. We spent a good hour driving around this area of the park, but luck wasn't on our side that day. Tsavo is famous for its red soil and red elephants. The wild elephants here can be quite temperamental, so we made sure to stay quiet and keep our distance. This particular female tried to intimidate us by trumpeting a clear warning. As our jeep accidentally drove onto the road she was crossing, she didn't appreciate the interruption and made sure we knew it. Alright, it's time for us to go! The lodge we stayed in Tsavo has a practice of putting a piece of meat every night for their resident leopards. While some might consider this cheating, it was still a unique opportunity to observe this shy animal up close. I found Tsavo West to be a visually gorgeous landscape. If you love capturing panoramic views, this park is perfect for you. However, during our visit in early February, we noticed fewer animals here compared to the other parks we visited in Kenya. On the other hand, there were fewer visitors as well. We drove for miles without encountering a single jeep on the road. Before we leave Tsavo, there is a book I would like to recommend you. If you're planning a trip to Kenya, especially to Tsavo, this is a must-read that will inspire you, make you laugh and cry, and teach you about elephants, Africa, Tsavo, wildlife conservation, and the incredible lives of Dame Daphne and David Sheldrick. Next, we're headed to Amboseli National Park, famously known as the home of the African elephant. The drive from Tsavo West to Amboseli takes you along a long, dusty road, with nothing much around for miles. As you approach Amboseli, you'll begin to spot the occasional Maasai village. We decided to stop at one of these villages to meet the Maasai people. This is where I need to warn you to manage your expectations. Our experience was somewhat disappointing, as the village we visited felt built for show. The Maasai welcomed us warmly, breaking into a song and dance. I really enjoyed this part of the experience, especially their beautiful voices and vivid attires. The men demonstrated their jumping skills, leaping as high as possible to show off their strength. Afterwards, they invited us into the village to view one of the houses and learn about traditional living conditions.
Very dark. Flashlights to be on, okay?
Though the house looked more like a display than an actual home, it was interesting to see. Next, the village doctor gathered us around to talk about miraculous tree barks and other remedies sold for quite a steep price, which we claimed would transform our lives in just a couple of weeks. We were then asked to buy souvenirs. I was literally dragged by the hand by a tall Maasai who assigned a woman I should purchase from. Despite the village collecting a hefty $275 from our group, we were pressured to buy more, with a noticeable change of attitude when we refused. The entire visit lasted less than an hour. We had not left yet when the next group arrived. Being a Maasai is quite a profitable business. The Maasai have a fascinating culture, and despite the commercial nature of some villages, I still recommend connecting with their people, at least once while you're in Kenya. Some lodges offer free dance performances around the campfire at night, so you don't necessarily need to visit the village to witness the Maasai culture. We're now entering Amboseli National Park. Amboseli is a small park, but its land sits at the heart of the vast Greater Amboseli ecosystem, a wilderness that stretches across Kenya and Tanzania, linking Tsavo, Chuyu Hills, and Mount Kilimanjaro National Park. Towering over the landscape, Kilimanjaro is more than just a dramatic backdrop. The mountain is Amboseli's lifeline. Its melting glaciers feed underground streams that rise to the surface, creating lush marshes in an otherwise arid landscape. These life-giving swamps attract a staggering variety of wildlife, but it's the elephants that steal the show. Amboseli is home to some of Africa's largest tusked giants, wandering through the dusty plains and bathing in the wetlands. Nowhere else offers such an intimate and awe-inspiring view of these majestic creatures. Many of Amboseli's elephants have been part of the longest-running study of wild elephant behavior, solidifying the park's reputation as a key sanctuary for these gentle giants. Beyond its famous elephants, Amboseli is a land of striking contrasts: open plains, big swamps, and dry, dust-covered land. Its diverse landscapes include acacia woodlands, thorny bushes, marshlands, and the ever-changing Lake Amboseli, which is dry for much of the year but transforms into a reflective oasis during heavy rains. The swamps of Amboseli are a magnet for wildlife, attracting herds of buffaloes along with hippos, crocodiles, countless grazing animals, and an astonishing array of birdlife. With over 350 recorded species, including 47 birds of prey soaring above the plains. For breathtaking views of the park, we made our way to Observation Hill, one of the few places in Amboseli where you can step out of your vehicle and explore on foot. From the summit, we were rewarded with a stunning 360-degree panorama of the park, the plains stretching into the horizon and the winding roads below. At this top, we found a surprising abundance of birdlife, with southern musk weavers, superb starlings, Usambara barbets, and house sparrows fleeting between the bushes. This popular picnic spot has clearly become a favorite among the birds, who eagerly swoop in to forage for leftover crumbs once the tourists have moved on. The observation hilltop offers countless photographic opportunities. Leaving the park at night, I was beyond excited when, out of nowhere, we came face to face with a living legend, Craig the Tusker. Tuskers are elephants with enormous tusks, and there are only about 25 of them remaining in the wild. Craig, Kenya's largest tusker, at 53 years old, is a true icon. Encountering any elephant up close is always special, but standing before a massive bull with tusks weighing over 50 kilograms each, that was nothing short of epic. He stood there for a while, letting us take in his sheer size, before slowly moving to the side of the road to graze. It was an amazing, a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Unfortunately for us, Mount Kilimanjaro remained hidden behind clouds for most of our stay in Amboseli. But on our very last day, the mountain finally revealed itself, just long enough for us to capture a few photos of its splendid silhouette. Sunsets are pretty amazing in Africa, and here in Amboseli they were extra special. Leaving Amboseli behind, we set off for Lake Naivasha. Lake Naivasha is a shallow freshwater lake near the town of Naivasha. It's situated in the Great Rift Valley. This is a vast geological trench that cuts Kenya from north to south and is caused by complex interactions of the tectonic plates beneath the Earth's surface. Along the Rift Valley, near Lake Turkana, is where the oldest known human fossil, the Turkana boy, was found. The boy is estimated to be roughly 1.5 million years old, earning Kenya its title as the cradle of humanity. At over 1,800 meters, or over 6,000 feet, Lake Naivasha sits at the highest point of the Kenyan Rift Valley. This lake is quite large and is surrounded by swamps, adding to its wild, untamed beauty. Lake Naivasha is home to a dazzling array of water birds, large mammals, and a thriving hippo population. As a vital freshwater source in the region, its shores are lined with lush papyrus reeds, creating the perfect habitat for nearly 500 bird species. A boat safari offers a chance to spot African fish eagles, white pelicans, and cormorants. Our boat captain picked up a few small fish from the local fishermen, explaining that he would try to lure an eagle for us. He whistled, then he tossed the fish into the water, and we watched as an eagle swooped down to snatch the prize. For an even closer wildlife encounter, you can visit Crescent Island, a private nature reserve where you can walk among zebras, wildebeest, impalas, and giraffes. An unforgettable experience. Gliding across the lake was incredibly peaceful, with countless birds surrounding us. This is a great spot for photography, especially in the golden hour in the late afternoon. Next, we're headed to Lake Nakuru, a breathtaking park famous for its shimmering pink shores, where vast flocks of flamingos create a spectacular bird-watching display. The lake sits at an elevation of 1,745 meters, or about 5,700 feet, and provides a rich feeding ground for these elegant birds thanks to its algae-filled waters. During our visit, flamingo numbers were much lower than expected, but the shores were teeming with white pelicans. Besides its famous flamingos, Lake Nakuru National Park is a heaven for wildlife. In 1977, endangered road-tailed giraffes were introduced to the park. These giraffes were relocated from western Kenya for their protection, and today they gracefully roam the park alongside zebras, buffaloes, and waterbucks. Lake Nakuru is also a designated rhino sanctuary and has successfully nurtured populations of both black and white rhinos, making it one of Kenya's best spots to observe these powerful animals. Lake Nakuru National Park supports an array of wildlife. For those lucky enough, lions, leopards, and cheetahs may make an appearance. The park's woodlands are also home to large pythons, so watch out! We did not have the chance to see any. Bird enthusiasts will find paradise here, with over 400 bird species, including the African fish eagle, herons, kingfishers, and white pelicans. The lake's diverse ecosystem, surrounded by lush forests, greenlands, and rocky cliffs, makes it not only a sanctuary for wildlife, but also a picturesque escape for nature lovers. Even more spectacular is the Out of Africa viewpoint, made famous by the 1985 film. The panoramic views alone are worth the bumpy drive to get up there. As Despite its relatively small size compared to other Kenyan parks, Lake Nakuru National Park is an ecological gem, teeming with wildlife and beauty. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the park is worth a visit. Next, we're headed to one of Africa's greatest wildlife sanctuaries, the Maasai Mara National Reserve. On the way, we made a small detour to stop at the equator. While there isn't much to see here, just a sign marking the spot, it was a fun stop for our group. We found the best deals on handmade souvenirs of the entire trip here. In Kenya, every roadside bathroom doubles as a souvenir shop, some so vast you could easily get lost in them. Every shop is a treasure trove of wooden figurines, beaded necklaces, beautiful paintings, and countless other unique items. We found the prices at many of these shops to be very inflated for tourists. At the equator, prices were much lower, and the locals were very friendly.
I just paint it one by one with a different color. After that, I take my knife, I draw it. That is what I make as a woman of Africa.
So, if you're passing through, a short stop is worth it. Welcome to Maasai Mara. With over 1,500 square kilometers of gently rolling savanna, the reserve is bordering Tanzania's Serengeti National Park. Both parks form an ecosystem renowned for its spectacular wildlife experiences. Regarded as one of the world's top safari destinations, Maasai Mara is a paradise for nature lovers. The wildlife here is considered to be one of the finest collections on Earth. Over 95 species of mammals and 570 birds call Maasai Mara home, making it a photographer's dream. The Big Five, lion, elephant, rhino, leopard, and buffalo, roam freely across the plains, and it's not uncommon to spot them all in one day. In addition, cheetahs, giraffes, hippos, and zebras are abundant throughout the park. Maasai Mara's most famous event is the Great Migration, a breathtaking spectacle where over 1 million wildebeest, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, cross the Mara River in search of greener pastures. We were not in the park at the right time to see this, but we took a short nature walk to the river, stopping at one of the most famous migration crossing points. Our ranger shared fascinating insights about the hippo families, crocodiles, and other wildlife that call the river home. This was an engaging and educational experience, one I'd highly recommend. Maasai Mara is named after the Maasai people, a semi-nomadic tribe who have coexisted with the wildlife for centuries. In the Maasai Maa language, the word Mara means spotted, referring to the scattered acacia trees dotting the vast grassland. These short, bushy trees give the landscape its distinctive spotted look. At the gates of the reserve and throughout the surrounding areas, you will have the opportunity to interact with Maasai people and experience their vibrant culture. Among the park's highlights is its lion population. With about 900 lions living here, Maasai Mara is among the best places in Africa to observe these royal cats up close. Cheetahs, known for their incredible speed, are often seen hunting in the open plains. Leopards, although more elusive, can also be seen, especially in the riverine forests. Maasai Mara is also home to the African elephant. These intelligent and sociable creatures have seen their numbers increase in recent years, offering hope for conservation efforts. A journey to Maasai Mara is more than just a safari, it's an immersion into the heart of Africa's untamed wilderness. With its breathtaking landscapes, many animals, and rich cultural heritage, Maasai Mara is the most famous reserve in Kenya. I don't know about you, but given a chance, I could stay here forever. It's time for us to return to civilization. We will most likely fly into and out of Kenya through its capital, Nairobi. If you have a little bit of spare time, don't hesitate to explore this bustling city. There are interesting places and museums worth visiting. If you're short on time and can only fit one quick stop, I highly recommend heading to the KICC Tower, Kenya's International Convention Center. From the top, you'll get stunning panoramic views of the city, a perfect way to take in Nairobi from above. The entry fee is just a couple of dollars, and the experience is well worth it. We visited Kenya the first week of February. The weather was perfect, and we had a great time. To me, Kenya is more than a destination. It's a land of wild beauty, rich culture, and fantastic wildlife. Once you experience the magic of Africa, it will forever call you back. I'm so happy to see that you made it until the end of this video. Thank you, your support means so much to me. For a little boost of love, please click that subscribe button. See you soon for another exciting destination.